What's up, family? What's going on? What's going on? I'm gonna go ahead and give people some time to chime in. I know it's a Wednesday at 11 a.m. A lot of people are probably at work right now, but I really want to test first and foremost some of this new setup. I'm gonna be doing some different things around here, guys. So decided to go ahead and put more of a lounge section. I really want to go ahead and have some different camera angles around here in the Frag Lab. And if even if this is you consider it the Frag Lab anymore, I think it's still going to be pretense to the frags. It's still going to be here, but as you guys can see, there's a lot of frags that are gone. It's a lot of fragrances that are gone right now. And if I can even adjust up here a little bit, you guys can see I've done some switching around of things. I'm still on the webcam right now, but we're going to be doing some things where there's going to be different camera angles and we're going to be streaming. Now, the content is this is actually what I kept up here. If you guys can see a lot of things of what I kept and my Middle Eastern fragrances of what I'm still selling. So I've got rid of a lot of things down here in the Frag Lab. And there's some that's hiding behind me that you can't see. But the display, as far as displaying a lot of things, I think I'm gonna change it. As far as like advertisement wise, as a fragrance creator, as a content creator, we don't get paid for advertising things as a front face. So, as far as with me, I feel like things will need to change a little bit. So I'm putting everything that I want back here. If I decide to display a fragrance or if I decide to display something, it's going to be something that someone has given me along the way. So something I'm super grateful. And of course, I'll advertise it that way. But I really want to kick it, do a testing, see how everybody's been doing, catch up with people. And also, too, guys, we got this cool little thing in. And if you guys have not heard, Beyonce has a new fragrance called Say Noir, and we got our hands on it. We got our hands on it. Big shout out to my wife's sister, my sister in love, Keisha. Man, we greatly appreciate you being able to hook us up with that. Bon, what up, though, man? Go blue first and foremost. Shout out to the Lions. We are out here whooping behind, man. I am super grateful for our football squad. If we can only get basketball together, but I'm not gonna ask for the whole thing. We're getting it together. But yeah, guys. So things are changing. I'm gonna give you guys a review on that one. It will be with the wife, PGP, and we'll be doing some samples on that one. Just seeing, and honestly, it smells awfully freaking familiar. I'm not gonna tell you guys what I think it smells like until we do the review. But yeah, it's very close to a Middle Eastern fragrance. Some of you guys may have done some research on it and found out the same kind of answer we've gotten, but it does smell awfully familiar to a $20 fragrance that we have. But it's not a bad fragrance. Spoiler alert. He said it stressed you out. Man, they stressed me the heck out too. We got to get ready for Alabama. We got to get ready for Alabama. And I think the crazy thing is a lot of people are saying that we're scared. Like Michigan is scared of Alabama. Alabama's gonna wash us and all of this stuff. At this point, I think our boys ready to go. I think they'll be ready to go. I think they'll be more focused than ever. And also, too, I think the dope thing about it all is that they've been in these trenches two times before. So they got the experience. They have the experience. And I think with that senior leadership that they do have, that they're going to be on point. So I think they're ready for better. And also, one thing that guys got to realize is this Alabama ain't the same team. Not saying they ain't good, but they ain't the same team. But yeah, guys, Kaylin on the bus. What's up? Kaylin. But yeah, as you guys can see, I'm really trying to recreate my structure in the back. It's not going to be so fragrance front faced. And once again, I sold a lot of different fragrances. You guys may not be able to see up top, but I did box up a lot of my fragrances that I'm not using on a daily basis. Things I couldn't get rid of. They are sitting on my top shelf. I may put them somewhere in the camera angle. I don't know where I'm gonna put them. And there's also going to be there's something behind me too, but I'm gonna remove that and put it somewhere over here. The vibe ain't been checking. I've been working. The vibe ain't been checking, but I'm trying to get it back together. I'm trying to find my vibe. I'm trying to find Honestly, it's been a struggle trying to get content together in between the space of working and also too making sure I'm not over purchasing fragrances and just really trying to figure out what kind of space I want to be in. So what I'm doing is I'm actually switching up the frag lab a bit. We're expanding beyond fragrances. We're gonna still be talking about fragrances, but we're gonna expand a little bit beyond it. I'm gonna be using the streaming services where I'm putting up my webcam. Well, at least a few of my cameras, one on this side, one on this side, and we're just gonna be talking about like real life topics that's going on right now. I sold majority of my fragrances via McCreary, and also too, there's been a lot of people with these videos. I think since the last video I did, the live stream, a lot of people were inquiring on that. So I sold a lot of different fragrances to people individually. They reached out to me via, and I never knew the power of YouTube like that, but a lot of people were reaching out to me via email. A lot of people were DMing me, seeing some of the fragrances that were out. I think personally, I've sold majority of what I wanted to get rid of. Now there's about two, three more fragrances that I might, let go, but I think everything that I have now is what I want to keep. Yeah, and Vaughn, that's where I'm at with it, man. I'm just enjoying what I have with in my collection. I'm enjoying what I have. I'm not overspending. I'm not trying to overindulge for content's sake. I feel like that's a dangerous circle to be in, man. It's a dangerous circle to be in because at this point I feel like I'm rushing. I'm like always, you're gonna put the cart before, but how is the saying? You're gonna put the cart in front of the horse every single time. Like okay, I give you my first initial impressions. I spend a couple days with it, but I'm not really having that time to enjoy it and be able to tell you guys because some fragrances that I didn't like, I end up coming back to it and I end up loving it. Some fragrances that I loved originally, I kind of fell out of love with it. So it's always that 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 double-edged sword. Yeah, Kaylin, you gotta. And what I did, the process that I went through, a lot of that stuff was I looked at what I wore majority of the time and what I didn't wear and what was valuable to me. So, like my Carlo, that's one of the ones that I absolutely love. I may not wear it all the time, but it's one of my most intoxicating fragrances that I love, and I can't get rid of it. And also the profit is super important. Like my Zerjoffs, the presentation on those, I love them. I couldn't get rid of that at all either. Let me see if I could expand out on this. And also, what I want to do is I want to bring my microphone. I really want to bring my microphone. This is really just a super vibe check, but I want to bring my microphone and find a way to kind of set it up in front of my setting here. So as you guys can see, things are changing with the background. Things are going to be changing with the content. I just hope a lot of you guys have been rocking with me. I know it's been a lot of people that have still been rocking with the channel, even though I've been gone for about a couple weeks here. But I thank you guys for still supporting everything that I've been doing. The G, what's up, family? How you feeling, man? Yeah, and I guess the thing too is when and this is not working, but I'm trying to get with what does. Yes, this is couch. This is a sectional couch in this basement because I film downstairs. The frag lab is the basement, guys. So I've had this in the basement. It's not gotten any kind of use. So I just want to feel comfortable while I'm doing content. I'm gonna put some pillows, light some candles. I think I'm gonna change the lighting a little bit. And just I want to feel super comfortable when I'm doing this content so you guys can get the best aspect of me. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm super good. I'm blessed, highly favored, man. I'm just happy to be able to get back to this content with you guys and just really start knocking stuff out. I'm sorry. What the heck was I talking about before? I'm tripping. Yeah, I'm just okay. So that's what I was talking about. But when you're getting rid of your fragrances, I don't want to hold on to a lot of stuff, even though it takes a long time for things to expire. I just think that I don't have the most usability out of my fragrances, especially when we start getting like 30, 40, 50 plus. I think at that point it becomes trophies. It becomes like trophies, and I feel like it just doesn't serve as usage for me. Even though it's cool to say that I have this or I had that, or um, if someone gives something to me, of course I'm gonna keep it. So those are the fragrances that I actually kept, two, and two of them. Big shout out to Roja Parfums. They were one of the ones that gave me one of my first influencer bottles, and also Black Cliff. Shout out to Black Cliff Parfums, man. I greatly appreciate you guys. And those are the two that I made sure I kept because it was super sentimental. I'm the same way, man. I think I'm down at this point. Yeah, about 2025. I'm the same way. 2025, and it's going to be stuff that I honestly wear on a consistent basis. You know, it's not going to be anything that I feel like I have to try to fit into a certain kind of mode. Everything I have is what I want to rock for a season. So I got my fall, spring, summer, winter joints that I'm really rocking. Um, Ex Nilo. No, no, no. I have not. Wait, Atlas Fever, Midnight Special, Flora Narcotique, and Amber Sky. I have not, the G. Talk to me about it. Is that a brand do you think I should really discover and dive into? What do you think? Ah, hey, can you guys tell this is like a different vibe? Can you tell that like I feel super comfortable right now instead of like I don't think I've really ever gave off the fidgety vibes when I'm doing like these vibe checks, but I really, really, really feel comfortable. And especially when I start getting some of these candles and dimming these lights, really dimming these lights a bit, I'm really, really gonna be in my zone. I'm really gonna be in my zone, and I think we'll be able to do a lot more different content just as far as daily events. And I'm just give you guys my perspective on everything. So this is how we're gonna be rocking. And you can do it. Just start off. What I did was I separated some. I separated by a list of what I wear every day, and then I started moseying down the line of things that I never ever wear. And I think when you start separating those two and just understanding, like, okay, this fragrance can go bad, and somebody else can use. You just have to have a different mindset with it. I didn't think I could get rid of a lot of my stuff too, but if it's gonna go bad and it's gonna sit, you might as well let somebody else kind of enjoy it too. That's real. That's real to G. That's real too, Vaughn. I mean, and I guess that presents a question too. Do you guys have like your fragrances, most of your fragrances that you keep? Well, besides Kaylin, because I know Kaylin like to keep hers, and I was in that mindset too, where I wanted to keep a lot of my fragrances, and I just wanted to keep on purchasing more, and they became more so like fragrance trophies. But do you guys feel like, hey, I could wear a fragrance for a couple months and reevaluate it and then sell it? Is that is that a thing? Sandro, things are changing up, man. Things are changing up. The vibe is different. I have a lot of my fragrances up top here. So what I kept is going to be all the way at this top shelf. See if I don't want to move the camera up here because I am on my laptop right now. But a lot of my fragrances that I kept are here, and I got some that is behind the couch here, and of course you got some right here. But yeah, no, things are changing up a bit, so I'm not going to be front facing a lot of fragrances anymore. I think that things that I think are cool, mind you, these are my Middle Eastern fragrances, and whatever like the Versace and stuff. I might keep the Versace dealing and the Moschino Toy Boy, but other than that, those are still being sold. So let me see, what did I miss? Oh yeah, that's another one I kept. Initio Parfums Paragon was one that I absolutely had to keep. I sold, mind you, I sold all of my Initio Parfums, and the only one that I did keep out of that collection, I had Side Effect, and I had also Oud for Greatness, which I love Oud for Greatness, and I love Side Effect. But the one that I kept was Paragon. Whew, that Paragon is so versatile. You can wear it in the office, you can wear it outside, you can wear it. I feel like personally any season that you really want to wear. And that one, once again, we go back to what's the usability that I have out of my fragrances? Can I use it? And Initial Parfums was one that I feel like I absolutely can use out of my bottle. I mean, out of my collection, excuse me. Sandro, speaking of which, man, how many do you have in your collection? I know Sandro is a big, big, big fragrance head like I am. A lot of you guys are a big fragrance head like I am, but what is the acceptable number of I feel like this is just me and my journey, right? So this is what I'm going through in my journey. I feel like there's no reasonable number, but what is a reasonable number for you guys as far as what to keep in your collection? Me personally, I feel like anything under 25 for me, I'm okay. I am absolutely okay with keeping about 25, even 30 and under, I'm okay. I feel that the G. Vaughn, I'm the same way. 30 at the most, I'm okay with. I think anything else after that for me in my journey right now, and I might change things a year later. I may change my things a year later, but as of right now, I feel like 30 for me is more than reasonable because it's going to sit. Ah, Sandro. Ooh, Sandro has 150, 150 in his collection. Okay, so what is the most in your collection that you do have? That's a good question. Like what house do you have most in your collection? Yep, Kaylin, say it. You already say it. We here now. We are absolutely here. Oh, good stuff. That's a good brand. That's a good brand to have. You know what? I think okay, so Sandro, by you having the unique luxury collection, who has the better presentation? Yep. Hey, see, Kaylin, we here now. I want to know whenever you get the chance, I want you to count your collection. I want you to see how much you have in your collection. I really want to see the collection actually, but it is all good. If you could DM me your collection picture, I want to see that. And you too, Sandro. I want to see what's in you guys' collection. Matter of fact, guys, if you are jumping into the live right now, I want to first and foremost, it's a really intimate setting right now, and I am super fine with that. I love intimate settings because I'll be able to connect with a lot of you guys. But if you guys are here for the first time, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Mills. This is the Fragrantly Locked YouTube channel. Not sure if we'll be calling it Fragrantly Locked for proceedings because the content is going to change. I don't know. Figuring out branding right now. But I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Mills, and thank you guys for coming to the channel. If you guys are watching this playback, I love for you guys to be live. I need to create some sort of structure of when I can actually do these vibe checks. But I think it's dope that you guys come to the chat. So we can all kick it, we can all talk about things, and everybody is super cool in the chat. We just really vibe check. And also, guys, if you're doing this playback, hit the subscribe button, please, 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 please. And also tell a friend to tell a friend. Kirk Elliott. Okay, okay. Takes up about 5 out of 25. It's a judge-free zone, Kaylin. It is absolutely a judge-free zone. Uh, yeah, and I think that Kaylin, honestly, that's one thing that has really changed my perspective on collecting. Is I'm not excited like I used to be. I'm not excited. Like discovering into a new house is always dope. I love doing that, but I'm not as excited with purchasing and collecting like I used to be. And I think the reason being is because a lot of fragrances don't move me like it used to. A lot of fragrances don't move me like it once did. It has to be a super spectacular fragrance for me to want to keep it. And I think that's just, yeah, that's exactly where I'm at with my journey. I don't mind collecting, but I have to have a reason to collect it. All right, what I miss in the chat? Yeah, no, your number one shock is Kaylin. I told you this is absolutely a judge free zone. I love talking about fragrances. So if you even said you had 500, I'm okay with that. I'm gonna laugh at you, but I'm okay with it. All right, and to be honest, yeah, I get that. Yeah, and honestly, guys, let's really dive into that. I think that inflation is a mug right now, guys. As most of you guys know, I'm a real estate agent out here in Michigan, and while I have been busy lately, I can't justify right now spending off my pivot, when inflation is up right now. I can't say that I've sold $1 million house, but I'm not consistently selling $1 million homes right now. I'm not consistently selling like I want to feel comfortable enough to fill up the shelf. So, it's one of those things in the real estate industry. You eat, uh, and I don't want to say it that way. It's more so along the lines of I am commission based only. So I don't have the comfortability of having 2 weeks of a paycheck or every month, like a salary, anything like that. I have to get out there and do business. I have to get out there and do business. So therefore, as you guys can see, that's why sometimes real estate does take precedence over the channel a lot. And also real estate takes precedence because that's how I make my bread and butter. Whoa, freaking 350. uh, but I respect it. I respect it though, Kaylin, because that's where you're at in your fragrance journey. I think that's dope. I think that's dope. Yeah, so right now, real estate, I think it's going to be where the strongest will survive. Because right now, Noir is doing this lawsuit, and it has to do with like the sellers charging 6%. So put it this way: it's a 6%, and sellers feel like they shouldn't be charged for the buyer's commission fee. So in real estate, guys, we typically charge the seller 6%, and we split that between the buyer side and our side. So at the end of the day, let's say seller, I'm gonna sell your home, market it, do whatever I gotta do, and I'm gonna sell it and I'm gonna go ahead and do a 6% commission. Now, with that commission, I keep 3% and the buyer keeps 3. Now, the caveat to that, guys, is that 3% that we do keep of that sale, I have to break it up between taxes. I have to break it up into my brokerage fee. And then on top of that, I have to feed my family. So sometimes a lot of those sales, some people may think that I may be making a lot. So on that closing disclosure, you think you see a lot, like that I'm making this much. But guys, we got to break it down into, real life. So I think the strongest will survive. But I think there's going to be some good times ahead in real estate too. And the reason why I say that is that the Fed speculation is that they're supposed to be cutting down interest rates next year. So they're not raising it. They're supposed to be cutting it. And I think that we're going to see an influx. While people are chilling on the sidelines right now, a lot of buyers don't want to get into the real estate market because interest rates are well, I won't say super high, but the interest rates are, from what I'm seeing, are at about 7 and some change, 8. Buyers are waiting for it to lower. And the thing is, the problem with that is once it all lowers, everybody's going to be trying to buy a house, and that's when we're going to see the market and the houses start to like really move fast again. All right, what I missed here in the chat? You said people be going shopping. Yeah, I can see why. But if I could choose between presentation and Zara shop and Eagle Luxury, both. Okay, nice. With that being said, Tony Iommi's. Ooh, yeah, 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 yeah. I love the way that they did that Tony Iommi. And what they did was that, guys, if you haven't seen the presentation on Tony Iommi, Zerjoff really did some thoughts. Tony Iommi and Zerjoff really did a heck of a collab on that. You get the guitar pick, you get the booklet. It's all black, and it's the Black Sabbath, rock band. So they made it all black, put the guitar in the front. And honestly, it is just a stellar date night fragrance that will turn some heads. No doubt about it. I haven't had so the Crystal Edition. Oh, Argos. So Argos is one of your favorite. I mean, so Argos is your favorite with the presentation. Omega, what's up, family? What is going on? As you can see, things are changing up a bit. So I'm a bit comfy on the couch. We're changing things up. You know, we're still gonna be talking about fragrances, but we're talking about real life events too. So Bliss in Paradise. You smell sweet burning house. I'll take it that as a big woody scent. Omega, tell me something good. Matter of fact, I know Omega was talking to me about out there. Has have a lot of you guys, and shout out to Victor. I know Victor may not be in this chat right now, but Victor, I've been talking to him lately over the phone, man. We're supposed to link up. He's supposed to be giving me some samples to review to you guys. So big shout out to Victor. He's a big supporter, man. I appreciate you. Appreciate you a ton. And we're gonna get some content out to you guys as far as with Victor samples. So Victor does have a decant business. He has a decant business. He's supposed to be getting that up soon. So all right, what house we talking about, guys? Oh yeah, the car market is stupid too, man. Like, but I don't know if the car market is supposed to change. I just know real estate is supposed to change. Real estate absolutely supposed to change. From every lender that I've talking to, from the articles that are coming out, I don't know. I don't know if the Fed will drop rates 4 times in a row next year, but it's going to. From every consensus that's coming out, they're supposed to drop it. Now I don't know if value drops along with that, but there are a lot of articles of where they're saying it's supposed to drop. All right, Omega, talk to me. How is the Absolute Aventus? Is it like Dior Sauvage Elixir? Act, riddle me that. I'm hearing some people saying no, and I'm hearing some people saying yes, it is. Oh, okay. So I know exactly which one okay, I got you, Sandro. Yeah, that one was super expensive though. I think that one was going for was that going for almost close to a G? Is that Camera and the Latafa Camera? No, I have not tried that one. I have not. Let me see what else. Yeah, car market is always stupid, but that's why people always refinance when they get into these deals. They buy cars. If you're gonna buy it from somebody in the interest rate, well, if you're gonna buy it and get it from a well-known lender, then when interest rates change, a lot of people refinance and say, so riddle me this, guys, like with Middle Eastern fragrances, how are you guys feeling about them? Do you guys like Middle Eastern fragrances because they're cheap and close to the actual original? You know, some people hate Middle Eastern, some people love them. I'm conflicted in between the two. It's something that I don't mind rocking for like the save on my originals, but it is something that I don't need to necessarily have. You know, straight up. All right, what I missed. To me, it's combinations of. Ooh, I'm trying to imagine that in my mind. So Omega says that the new Creed Absolute is like a Sauvage Elixir and a Hasibat. I'm trying. So you get the pineapple. You must still get the pineapple in there. So I take it you get the pineapple, the smokiness, um, but with the Dior Sauvage, maybe you get like some sort of like the barbershop type of feel, like the clean shave type of feel. Okay, see, I figured that's what it was, Sandro. Is that the crystallized version was a bit more expensive? Yeah, but no, that was I looked at that originally from Zerjoff, and I wanted it, but I settled for the other one because I couldn't justify spending $1,000 for it. But I'm glad I had the Tony Iommi version that I do have. Speaking of Zerjov, as you guys, I know we were talking about it before. Did you guys know that the Nito ATP finals, so the Torino 23 is now out. It was released a few weeks ago, and it is now out, guys. So I want to get my nose on it, but they didn't have the smaller size. So I didn't want to get the full size bottle right now at this moment, but they do have the smaller size. And I was wet well, they don't have the smaller size. I wanted to get the smaller size before I go ahead and pull that trigger out. But Torino 23 is out, and I'm curious to get my nose on that. Yeah, yeah, no, they do. I know they have their individual. I know a lot of them have independent Middle Eastern fragrances. I just haven't dove enough deep into it, right? Yeah, it's crazy. I was getting so much backlash. So why I haven't made content in a couple weeks? Well, I haven't made content in a couple weeks. I always still check out the comments, and the comments have been half and half. So some people come to the Middle Eastern fragrances that I made months ago and hate it. So like that Sabawa Oud, some people hate it, some people loved it, some people thought it was a great review. And it's just I think fragrances are super subjective. So I think when I make these videos that I'm just people don't understand it. I'm just giving you my perspective. We don't have to agree on things all the time. You guys may not agree with my nose, but I'm just giving you guys my perspective, my honest opinion, and I ain't changing that for nobody. Because I think that that's the beauty within the fragrance community is that we could all come together and talk about it. We can have that conversation. We could talk about it, and what I might like, you may not like, and it just vice versa. Or some things we might like together. Everybody has different notes that they like. It's like an artist and their painting. Absolutely, I agree. We all give each other perspectives, and some people just haven't grown past that. My thing is I'm not giving you, and honestly, in all my videos, guys, I always say that either it's subjective or I tell you guys that get a sample. That is the biggest thing I always say is get a sample first, guys, because I don't want you spending money on like a $200-300 bottle where I might have spent money on it. You end up hating it. So get a sample. I always tell people get a sample. Or another thing that I might say is go to the mall. If you're getting a designer fragrance, go to the mall or even a niche because they sell at Neiman Marcus and Saks Fifth and all that stuff. Go to the mall, try it out, get you some food, or go to some stores that you may like and rock it out. Rock it out. See if you like it first. See if you like to dry it out. See if you like to really spend time with it if you're gonna like it because you may not. And also that's a good way to find out if it's gonna be a compliment getter. So say if I'm at the counter, the food counter, and somebody compliments me, I know that my projection is probably strong. All right, so Omega. Okay, so shout out to Omega on this latest cop. So Rosia Elysium, ooh, so is it stronger than the original? Do you find like it's really worth having over the original? Latafa Tabak, okay, YSL Caban, Dior Home 2020. We were talking about that too. We were talking about that. Okay, Guess 1981 LA, Liquid by Liquids Imaginaires. Okay, shout out to that. Shout out to that. I always love hearing what everybody's copying. That keeps me abreast as far as the community, what's going on. All right, Vaughn said I start watching a lot of reviewers because they talk about the same fragrances over and over. That's why I'm here. Thanks, bro. That's why I'm here on your channel and because you actually talk about what you. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it, man. I really I try to stay super authentic. I try to stay super authentic, and if I don't have anything to talk about, sometimes my content suffers because of that. So that's why we have to pivot. That's why I have to pivot. I'd rather give you guys authenticity before, which is crazy because I have a book about authenticity behind me. But I'd rather talk about authentic things with you guys and really kick it, shoot the breeze, and talk about what you guys are copying, anything that's new, than to, continue to keep buying fragrances and everybody's reviewing the same things. It's just not my steez. Everybody may do that, and that's what's gonna get the clicks and the views. But I think to keep a passion in this, I have to hold some sort of sacrecy when it comes to my fragrance journey. Or actually not even sacrecy, but reserve. I have to hold some sort of reserve. I can't go out there buying fragrances just because it's popular. And you could go broke in this niche as well. Oh, I freaking love Pegasus. I love the original Pegasus, and I love the Pegasus exclusive. That is one by Parfums de Marley that has been super, super slept on, and also Cologne. Cologne is one of my favorites too, and a reason why Cologne never gets talked about for some reason. But Cologne, if you like a smokiness inside of your fragrance, it still has that PDM DNA. But if you like that like leathery touch, especially during this season right now, super spicy. But if you like this season right now, Cologne is a good one, and so is Pegasus. Yeah, it's either, but that's the power of marketing, though, right? That is the power. And also, my scent of the day is actually Carlisle. I've been rocking that one as of lately. I've been enjoying it, especially during this season. I probably shouldn't be spraying it as much as I have been, but I got a bigger size bottle, so I love it. The wife loves it. Everybody loves it. I've been receiving a lot of compliments whenever I wear it. So Carlisle, it is, man. But and I'm sorry. Let me catch up to the chat here. The G said, "Homies making list about list about yeah." I mean, cause think about it. So it's the power of marketing. It's the power of freaking marketing, guys. When we just behind the scenes of being a content creator, to get a lot of new attraction and to get a lot of you guys to watch, some of these videos, sometimes you have to. I got something in my eye that's freaking bugging me. But to get a lot of you guys to actually watch a lot of the content is that, for what is it, the Google algorithm, we have to create popular subjects for you guys to watch. PGP in the building. You want to say hi? No. My beautiful wife, guys. If you've never met PGP before, she is almost close to 1,000 subscribers right now.
Please go subscribe.
Please go subscribe. She is almost there. But yeah, so that's why the panty dropper list come up, or um, what's another popular? What's another popular video that people come up with? Panty dropper. Uh, anything that regards to women, right? Anything that regards to women, because that is the main attraction for a lot of guys. So you see your curly scents or anything like that. Guys, the number one thing that guys really are looking for is how to attract a woman when it comes to wearing a fragrance. And I understand that. Top 10 seductive. So that's another one. Top 10 seductive, top 10 date nights. We could go on and on and on about that. But it's a market for that because a lot of guys want to know how to be able to attract the females. And Kaylin, if I'm lying, let me know. Let me know. But most guys want to know about how to attract a woman. So therefore they go to the fragrances that they feel is going to do the job. Dog, y'all got me always cracking up. This is why I love doing vibe checks, because we can really just super kick in and just be intimate in our things and have like real life dialogue. But yeah, I love Carlisle and freaking Pegasus, one of my freaking favorites out of the PDM collection. All right, so Kaylin is wearing Coco Mademoiselle Intense. All right, freaking great fragrance, by the way. Vaughn said blue fragrance. If you don't know, guys, Vaughn hates blue fragrances. Vaughn hates absolutely. And we've been trying to get him inside of a blue fragrance for a long time now. So I think it's maybe one he made a converted on. But Blue fragrances of Bond is like vinegar and water, man. He hates it. Yeah, yeah, and I ain't here to bash no other content creators. I'm not going to say no names, but yeah, you always see those lists, and that's to get you guys' attention, and that's to also get you guys to watch through a lot of the time to the watch hours. You know, the watch hours matter, and at the end of the day, people trying to get paid. You know, I don't blame them. You know, I understand it because it is what they do on a normal basis. You know, I don't think that's a wrong thing to get paid for content, but that is a way to bring you guys in to their content. Yeah, Torino 21. Torino 21 is going to be a fresh banger for you. If you haven't tried it, the G, I highly suggest it. Torino 21. Well, I guess it depends what you're looking for. I mean, are you looking for a niche? Are you looking for designer? Are you looking for independent? What we talking? And shout out, honestly, this shout out to the S Boy too. Shout out to the S Boy. A lot of people hated it. A lot of people loved it. I think it was a good fragrance. It just doesn't last on my skin as long as I would like it. It does last on my clothes, but on my skin, you know, I become nose blind after a while. Let me see. I've noticed that my collection is now trending towards the heavy, sweet, challenging side. Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. Matter of fact, and I think your collection is going to be tailored to geographically where you are in the United States or wherever you are in the world, because there has been some people that's chimed in from Nigeria, people chimed in from Japan. You know, people have really chimed in from some places. I think Berlin was another place that somebody's chimed in. And I'm grateful for anybody that comes in here, but I think geographically, what makes sense for your situation is that what your collection is going to be tailored towards. All right, so Vaughn says check out Fresh and Unique, check out Moschino Umo, and also $20 old school, but it's good and unique. Nice. Okay. Okay. Yep. See, that makes sense. Let's see a fresh banger. I would really have to just go through a list because nothing just stands out to me at the moment. Let me see. What do I have in my collection that I would recommend to you? Now, with green, like, is this going to be an office environment that you're looking into? Where you gonna rock this fresh fragrance at? Because that's gonna be a thing too. Yeah, and I honestly, Kaylin has been preaching on that one. I haven't got my nose on a Bohemian line. One of my favorites out of the fresh side, green side, is going to be Bond number nine, Shea Bond. Shea Bond by Bond number nine is one of my favorites. It's green, it's uplifting. It's one of those ones that is going to be you're gonna smell like money too. You know, it's you're gonna smell like money. I love it gives just that nice, settle, fresh, invigorating, bright type of opening. I love it. So Bond number nine, Shea Bond is going to be one that I would recommend for sure. And hmm, really, which one is that one, Omega? Oh, also, yeah, that's another one that I'm very ticked off that I did not keep. Is freaking and Vanna's gonna know exactly where I'm about to go with this one. But Bleecker Street. Bleecker Street is one that I am pissed I did not keep. Yeah, Gigaballs is empty, man. It's empty. It is super empty and things are changing. So I'm rearranging a lot of things. I'm rearranging a lot of things and you know, it just is what it is. Centerpiece for him, yes. That's another one. That's another one. Same here. I'm pissed. That Bleecker Street, the G, Definitely, man. That is one that you should probably keep in your collection. That is another. That's a very citrusy, dope fragrance. Some people may say it smells like pine tar, but it's really good, man. Um, with that one, guys, Bleecker Street is going to be one that's going to be your office setting, or it's going to be mainly spring and summer. Spring and summer, I think you guys will really enjoy Bleecker Street, especially during the hot weather. That's where it's really going to pop off at, but it's a very pleasing fragrance. Yeah, and that's the thing. But the thing is, I mean, unless if they discontinue, which a lot of niche brands I feel like don't discontinue a lot of stuff. I don't know what it is, but I could always get Bleecker Street back, and I could probably get it back at a cheaper price too. So, sometimes I post it up on the community chat. The community chat, I've seen Bleecker Street as low as like 130, which is crazy. But every time I do see it, I try to let you guys know. Yeah, that blueberry scent. Speaking of tea scents, have you guys tried out Wulong Cha by Nishane? I didn't jump on Black Friday. I didn't jump on it at all. I feel like maybe because I wasn't looking for it, but I should be looking for a lot of you guys. Yeah, I think Wulong Cha is a dope tea fragrance. Is a matter of fact, was there a lot of deals out there on Black Friday for fragrances? I'm curious. Yeah, see, maybe that's why I didn't jump. So Vine says that it was trash. I agree. It was nothing that, really made me want to jump on anything. Yeah, see, I'm telling you guys, if you're super patient with a lot of these fragrances, I think what a lot of brands, excuse me, I got tongue twisted, but a lot of fragrance brands do is they depend on you to impulse buy. And especially, I forgot one of the fragrance homies on Instagram has said this, but content creators, we could be pushers. We could be fragrance pushers. And I think I'm trying to get away from necessarily doing that. If you guys enjoy the fragrance and if I could kind of enlighten you guys on some things that I love, then or that you guys might like, and I try it and I think it's dope. I think that's more than acceptable. Yeah, that's fine. I think that's more than acceptable. Actually, no, please don't. Is it too late? I'll do it. I'll do it in a second. I think that's more than acceptable. But when it comes down to just, trying to get like um affiliate money, at the expense of other people, I think that's where it becomes an issue. But yeah, a lot of these fragrance brands expect for you to impulse buy. And I think that's where they get a majority bulk of their sales at marketing and impulse buying. So if you guys have the patience overall to kind of wait it out, if you guys have the patience to wait it out, it'll go on sale. You really have to have the patience. Big shout out to FragranceBuy.ca. FragranceBuy.ca has a that's probably I feel like where you find the most deals at, especially because the Canadian conversion. The G, I think as far as discounting, I think FragranceBuy.ca and also JOMASHop. I see what I've been looking at lately. I see that Max Aroma has been trying to change things around a bit. If you guys haven't realized, wow, they weren't having deals at all, but I think they realized that a lot of people were not buying from their brand. People were not buying from their sites, and they're starting to change things up a bit. So you might be able to catch some deals over there at this point. But as you can see, matter of fact, Gigaboss was talking about empty ass shows. Yeah, man, it's super empty. We changing things around. I think, and that's the thing too, guys. I'm not front facing, crap no more just for aesthetics. For what? I mean, I'll do things that I like, on these shows and things that may make sense, for the channel. But just to put these up here for trophies, we're not doing that no more. So I think that's also with content creation, or you have to have comfortability. if anybody's ever going to get into content creation, you have to have that comfortability knowing that people sometimes may say some crazy stuff while you're doing content. And it's just like you got to have that thick skin. So, it is what it is. You have to be true to yourself and do what you do. All right. So, what did I miss here? Yeah, Aura Fragrance. I have never ordered from Aura Fragrance yet. How do you guys feel about Twisted Lily, by the way? Are you guys shop with Twisted Lily at all? Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying, H.J. What's up, family? Thank you for coming in, by the way. But Max Aroma, they're trying to change things around a bit. I've seen where they're starting to really have those fire deals coming back out again. Okay. Okay. Yeah, Lucky Scent. I think Lucky Scent is really good for if you're trying to get, they have fast shipping. Lucky Scent has fast shipping, but I think the dope thing about Lucky Scent is that they have the decant sizes. So typically, 9 times out of 10, you can find a decant. 8 times out of 10, you can find a decant from Lucky Scent. Also, too, you guys know I'm an affiliate with what is that? What is that? Scent Split. There we go. I'm an affiliate with Scent Split. But the reason why I haven't been pubbing Scent Split like that is because they are super delayed when it comes to their fragrances. So sometimes I can't get things as quick as I like them to, and I just don't promote them. Oh no! All right, so with JOMASHOP, you guys bottle of Ooh for Greatness. Oh man, that sucks. Did you tell them about that, Omega? Like the customer service, were they able to help by a chance? Because sometimes people return stuff. Sometimes people return stuff, and what it is that sometimes customer service or whoever that receives the stock does not check it out. They don't check things sometimes when it comes back in. As long as they have a full bottle of juice, which they should discount stuff like that. That should be a discount 9 times out of 10 if they're going to do something like that. It should be open bottle or whatever the case is, instead of trying to sell it for whatever price they're doing it at. Oh, guys, and that's also another way. If you're going to try to indulge in purchasing a fragrance, try out getting some of those. You're on my light. If you're going to do something like that, try to get one of the open bottles, because that is the way to get things done too. You like this chill atmosphere with the couch?
Yeah, it's cool. Hey y'all, I'm just saying hey real quick. About to start my lunch break, so just saying hey real fast.
While we're here, what's your favorite fragrance right now?
That's a good question. Prada Paradox, hands down. I get so many compliments on that, whether I wear it by itself or whether I layer it. So I probably would say Prada Paradox, hands down.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. But I do got that Say Noir by Beyonce on. And then now that it's settled, I kind of do like it. It's very honey.
Okay. Does it still
Shout out
remind
to the
you?
Beehive.
Shout out to the Beehive. Is this? Do you think it still reminds you of that one fragrance?
Oh, Latafa?
I didn't see. I didn't tell them that. I
Oh,
didn't
my
tell them.
bad.
Yeah, I didn't tell. I didn't want to tell them. But actually, do you feel like it was still the thunder if we said what it smells like?
No. I mean, they can wait for the video. We got a video, 2 videos coming out about it. So you guys can wait. But
I mean, it doesn't matter to me.
it
If
smells like the Latafa Ajwa to me. But not now. Now that it's settled, it doesn't smell like that. It's just when it opens up. Now it purely smells like honey now.
so,
Like sticky honey. That's all it smells like now.
I smell it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still freaking strong, man. That's the correct. All right, so let's chop it up about that just briefly, because I know she has her content coming out with it. I don't want to steal any thunder on that, but that Say Noir, I feel like I've seen a lot of reviews just instantly bashing it, and I feel like it's not necessarily worth the bash, but I'm not saying it's not either. I'm kind of partial to it. I think it smells good. I think the performance is good on it, but it can give you a headache.
Mm.
It can give you a headache. And I think if you're out and about, I wouldn't wear this indoors and I wouldn't wear this during the spring or summer. Ladies, FYI.
Or at work.
Or at work. You're going to get sent to the HR office for sure. For sure, guys. So, but overall, I think it's not a bad fragrance, but it does in the opening remind me of the top of Ashwa without the plum. Or is that not
Without
the
the
plum?
grape.
Without the grape, excuse me. Sorry, without the grape.
I don't know. I can't see that far. Where people asking questions, saying anything?
I'm looking right now because I have my glasses on. Kaylin said she didn't know it came out. Is it sold out?
I don't know. So I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah. So those testers, guys.
I got a tester because my sister has the full size
Sample.
bottle, so she gave me the tester
Sample
size, and so I didn't buy it, and now I probably know I probably won't buy it, just because it's a little strong for me. But I'm about to check the website really quick and see if it's still for sale. If you like honey, you'll love it because that's like the base note is honey.
See, this is the vibe that I really want to create on this channel now. The thing is, and matter of fact, guys, here's a teaser. So one thing I can tell you that we're getting ready to do is we're going to create a podcast coming up. So me and the wife are creating a podcast. It's going to be more so what we talk about exactly, like how we're structuring it. Current events,
Mostly relationships.
Okay, relationship
stuff, books and stuff that we've read, just life stuff. So to Kaylin, it's not sold out yet. It's $160 for the 1.7 fluid ounce. And it's only available in US and Canada. Now shipping. Fragrance created in France, encased in art, crafted and designed by Beyonce.
Key, what up? Key, what's up, family? How you feeling, man? My guy Key, man. Shout out to Key. I'll be loving when the family come in. They come and kick it. But yeah, it's not bad at all. I think they were actually doing samples. I didn't get the opportunity to try it when the concert was in Detroit, but I think they started right after that, or maybe a couple concerts after that in Houston. Mm-hmm. Is it Houston when they started?
Yeah, I think Houston's when they started.
Yeah, so Houston, they start, where the merch and everything is outside of the concert, like where you can get your snacks and all that other stuff. But they have merch there too. And they were starting to do that there in Houston, but I feel like they should have piloted it. Not piloted it, but did the pilot maybe the first show and then started from there on to create more of a buzz. I think that was a fail on the marketing team from Beyonce's team, to be honest. No disrespect to the Beehive, but I think that was a fail marketing on their part.
Well, I think it's also because she was also trying to market and figure out how she's going to market her new hairline that she's coming out with too.
But I think that's too many pots in one, too many things in one pot. I mean, that's just me. That's just me. You're already on concert, then your team is trying to figure out merch. And then your team is trying to figure out fragrances. Then your team is trying to figure out hair products. And then after all of this, you still have the movie you're trying to concentrate on. So I love the money that she's getting from it, but I think that was probably a lot of balls in one, in the air.
I agree. And one thing I want to say about the fragrance, and I'm about to go eat some tacos, but it's nice seeing y'all. But one thing that I originally thought was that the fragrance was possibly unisex, but now that it's dried down to just this honey, I don't know if guys would like this honey scent. I feel like the opening, because like how you like the Latafa Ajwa, I don't know if do you think guys would like this scent? Because I saw on TikTok and on YouTube, a lot of guys were rocking this fragrance.
Oh, you're talking about to wear?
Yeah, wear. No. Okay.
No, I don't think a lot of guys will wear it. I think it is because it does have that sandalwood. I think you can get away with it, but I think it does more so lean feminine because of honey.
Yeah.
Because of the sweetness of the honey. Now, I would love, put it this way, if I smelled you out somewhere, and I think the crispness of the cold weather, it would snap to me. It would make me turn my head like, you smell good. Mm-hmm. Now, if you wore it in the wrong occasion, I'd be like, this woman is loud.
Yeah, it's very loud. Like, it projects very much as far as like perfumes. It projects if you want something that's going to make people turn their heads. Right. Definitely. But I wasn't going to pay $160 for it, even though I'm a huge, huge Beyonce fan. but my sister paid the 160, so I'm grateful for her.
You're right, Kaylin. A lot of people do like that, the Noxos, but I think the differentiating factor of that one is that Noxos has the tobacco mixed in. So I think it's all about how it's blended. But I freaking love Noxos, and that's by JOMASHOP 1861. But I think that the tobacco blend does it for me. And I think it just depends on how the fragrance is blended. So this one is just super sweet, floral. It has that honey and it has that sandalwood involved in it. And I think it has some jasmine in it too.
Mm-hmm.
And it has that jasmine.
And it has clementine, but it's a very, very small note of the clementine.
Yeah, yeah.
But it was good seeing y'all. My stomach growling. So y'all enjoy. I'm about to go eat some tacos. Tap in. Follow the Miller Show here on YouTube.
Yeah. So guys, we're doing a podcast. It'll be about relationships. It'll be about life in general, our experiences with different stuff. And I think if you guys know our chemistry, our chemistry is off the charts when it comes to like having conversations and just talking. So we ain't trying to give advice, but we're just gonna be talking about different stuff. I don't want to be out here. What's that one guy that was trying to give relationship advice but got yeah, I ain't trying. What's his name? Yeah, I'm not trying to be no Derek Jackson. But we are gonna be talking about some dope stuff. So, I hope you guys do enjoy. So if you guys haven't, we create the channel as of right now. Okay, cool, Victor. So I actually gave you a shout out earlier, man. Big shout out to Victor. Big shout out to Victor. I appreciate you, man. It doesn't have to be it doesn't have to be today. Like I said, it doesn't matter. And I'm sorry, Hidden Gems podcast channel. What are we talking about? Are you talking about anything in the chat, or are we talking about a scent that we were talking about? I'm sorry, I'm catching up to the chat here. Oh man, Hidden Gems, welcome to the live, man. I'm a lot bare. We're under construction right now, but I'm switching things up with the live. This is more so of a real chill atmosphere, But yeah, this is the live. This is the vibe check, man. I talk to a lot of my people on here, and we just really connect, man. So I greatly appreciate my people for chiming in. But we just have real life conversations. Oh, okay. So the Guerlain honey tobacco. How was that? I think Kaylin was the one that tried that one out. All right, guys. So, that's gonna be a hard one. That's gonna be a hard one to top in my book, but I'm always open to try it. He said might be cat. I don't know, man. That's a hard one. I think Noxos is definitely top tier in my collection. Some people hate it. It was definitely top tier in my collection, man. It's something I gravitate to a lot. But guys, I'm not gonna hold you guys. I really want to do a vibe check. Like I said, be intimate and really just give you guys an update, let you know I'm still alive. I'm still alive. I'm still alive. And just really give a preview as to what's changing with the channel. So yeah, the shelves are empty. I'm not gonna be front facing. We're gonna be talking about various topics, and also too, guys, we got a podcast coming with the wifey. So I think it'll be dope. So we'll bring it in, and hopefully you guys do like that feel too. So, but I'm gonna get out of here, guys. Victor, like I said, man, don't pressure it. Victor is actually going to be helping out a lot with shout out to his decant business. I got a special package coming in from Victor along with Creed Absolute Aventus within his decant. So I can't wait to get my nose on that. But yeah, that's going to be it, guys. But until the next time, I'm going to create some structure. I don't know. Okay, so we created another channel just in case, because I don't know if a lot of the audience will be receptive of doing a podcast on here, with the wifey. So we did create one just in case. It's called The Miller Show on YouTube. And I will try to put a link somewhere, somehow, but it is called The Miller Show. But Omega, thank you, man. Thank you guys, man. But I'm not going to hold you. I'll catch you guys next time. If you guys are watching the playback on this one, and if you're new to the channel, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit that like button so it does reach the algorithm of people out there that are fragrance enthusiasts or just enthusiasts of the channel like you guys are. And I appreciate you as always. Love you guys and peace.